Hi everybody, it's Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and in this video I actually need some help from you. That's right, I have a request and it concerns my Meyer lemon tree right over there. So here we go. So now, one of the cool things I really enjoy about the YouTube community, the YouTube universe, is this way that we can crowdsource knowledge. And now if you're a homesteader, that comes in especially handy because there's just so many different skills that you need to know. Everything from, saving seeds to how to can things, pickling and butchering, and there's so many different topics and skills that you need that YouTube is the ideal place to get all of that knowledge in one spot that's convenient and free and all that kind of stuff. Well, that brings me to my problem today. I need your help. Here's the thing, this tree over here, this Meyer lemon tree, is actually very special to me. My mom gave it to me, well, let's just say a few months before she ended up passing away, and we didn't even know she was sick. It was a quick thing. But she brought this tree up from Florida and gave it to us because we've been wanting to do citrus, and we've been tinkering around with the idea of a bigger hoop house or a greenhouse of some sorts, and time and money and all that kind of stuff got in the way, and so we couldn't do that to make it in a larger bucket, a larger setup for it to keep growing. Now these Meyer lemons, from my understanding, they don't get that crazy huge, but so what we did was we went ahead and got a really big pot, and I'll show you in a minute the pot that it's in, but it's really big. It's a good 1.5 feet deep. And we did all the right stuff that we read about citrus in terms of making sure that this thing had all the nutrition it needed. We watered it, we made sure the soil was sandy like they ask you to do, all that kind of stuff for citrus. But it struggled. We would get teeny weeny little lemons that would end up shriveling up, and it looked green and leafy, and now clearly, well, you can see outside, by the way, there's a crazy snowstorm coming through. Side note, yeah, we're supposed to get 3 inches in the next 3 hours, so we're stuck here, but that's cool. Anyway, but going back to the Meyer lemon trees, the lemons were really small and shriveled up, and we were thought that we were following all the what to do, and now I'm kind of getting concerned because, as you can see, I'll show you a little closer here, but the leaves are shriveled up. It's gone into a dormant stage, that I understand, and I do believe it's still alive, and I think that it will come back in the spring. Now, we've been keeping this thing out in my Florida room. It's kind of like a room that's got a bunch of glass around it, and it never gets down to freezing temperatures at all. But it's colder. I mean, it stays probably 45 out here, even if it's really cold. And so I'm asking you, what are the things that I can do to kickstart this Meyer lemon tree in terms of when we start seeing spring, or is there stuff I need to do now? What are some of the things I can do to kick this thing into high gear so that when it comes back in a big way? And well, I'm just looking for your advice. I really want this thing to thrive, and it means a lot to me. So if you guys know about container gardening, I guess it'd be considered container gardening, but I've never done a tree in a bucket before. And that's kind of the thing. I mean, when we're talking outside in the garden, I can probably figure out most issues, most problems. But when you're talking a tree in a bucket, not a lot of experience in that, so I'm kind of hoping that you guys do have some experience in that, because like I said, this tree does really mean a lot to us. And well, there you have it. Hoping that there's somebody out there who can help, looking for advice. So there you have it. I'm Brad with the Big Family Homestead. Thank you in advance. You guys have an amazing day.